Today I'll try to talk a little about insecurity. So when we get insecure or we figure out someone else around us just got a little insecure, did you ever give yourself a chance to think about, why do we get insecure about a certain thing? What can we do about it, or how do we deal with someone when we figure out that they are getting insecure? So for me, I have observed, for me, how I define insecurity as, a chance given to me to find out that maybe there is something on the outside that belongs to someone else, that someone else must have owned for themselves, or like they have totally, like they have fought for it, they have hard worked for it, and that's how they have got it. So for me, insecurity gives me the chance to understand, hey, probably even it would have been great if I could do that. It would have been great if I had that, right? And this is where I get a little cautious, and I try not to behave in a negative manner. Instead, I try to note it down on my notebook as an opportunity to find out more. Did I really want that? Did I really suddenly, felt like wanting to have that? If yes, then I know probably the only way for me is to start acting towards it, start working hard for that. Maybe, um, for example, like, hey, great, someone in my friend circle, they just got a great house. Like, that's so amazing. So for me, if I figure out, like, hey, I wish I had that kind of a house, I wish I could also have a house of my own. So the only way for me, the only best way for me will be to start working towards it, to start, like creating a plan for that, to start understanding, like, okay, asking myself, like, hey, do you really have a need of getting a house? Do you really have the luxury to get a house? Do you really have the need more than anything? Do you really want it? Do you really need it? If yes, then I'll slowly have to only plan towards it and try in my own way to, like, get a house of my own, in my own budget, in my own capacity, in my own limits. And at the same time, be the happiest of the friends when my friends are getting something for themselves. I think that's how I define insecurity for myself. Instead of getting that, and instead of letting myself falling for that instant negativity that happens in our mind, let's give us a little thought, let's give us a little moment, think about the situation. Okay, I felt something genuinely, it's all right, it can happen to human. I felt a little insecure. Come back to your room, sit with only yourself with a notebook and a piece of paper. Write it down. How did you feel about it? Why did you feel about it? What do you think made you feel about it? What is it about? Do you really think you have the need of that thing? Or do you really think you would like to have that thing in your life? If yes, what are your ways to get that? What are your own way of getting that? You might have to just start working hard for it. You might just have to start saving for it, etc., etc. So that's the only way I will be able to help myself come out of that space of insecurity. Only by, allowing myself to find out, did I really want it for myself? Do I really want it for myself? Um, do I really need it? Do I really crave for it? If yes, start working on it. That's the only way. So that's me today, and you are listening to the Soul Talk with Romi. And have a nice day.